Chapter 2. The sky was filled with clouds, which made my plan of action easier. I didn't want to wait any longer than necessary, but I didn't want to rush it either. Foolish mistakes can happen. I walked at a pace that would make me seem a typical person out for a walk. Fall was approaching, but its coldness was still long in coming. Typically, weather and its changes don't affect me, but if I am to blend in, I must dress accordingly. Their house, at the top of the hill, stood like a castle, with its black wrought-iron fence keeping out all creatures, except me. You see, I would be welcomed, and eventually become family after I was done. Devious, but I promise, all is good. I thought of what I would say to them as I made my way up to the door. It had to be convincing, although I excelled at such a task, to compel others to do my bidding. I felt quite reassured. The door opened right away to show my hand still raised, ready to knock. I immediately lowered it to my side. The gentleman wore a look of disdain. "I think you already know what I am, or if not, you are a fool." Well, he had just answered my question. The only way he would say something like that would be because he was like me, a vampire. This brought another question to mind. He smiled as a light laugh came trickling out. "No, I am not the one who changed you, and I already know why you are here. Come in, won't you?" I rarely felt uncomfortable. It's usually my victims that are made to feel this way, but now the shoe was on the other foot. I stepped over the threshold, but with some trepidation. Even though I was welcomed in, there remained a small chance that he could attack me. I was a joke. If the man wanted me dead, he need not have waited for me to accept his invitation. "You are Kane, am I correct?" His expression stilled and grew serious. "How is it that you know my name?" I asked. "I know all vampires around here. I make it my business. You see, one cannot be too careful. Please, sit down." As I sat, I noticed his wife sitting off to the side. She was quiet, slender in frame with long brown hair. I couldn't see her eyes, for she kept her head down. Was she scared? Surely not of me. I gave her no reason, which made me wonder if she was afraid of her husband. I directed my attention toward the man and was met with an icy stare. "So, you make it a point to know everyone in our small community, and why is that?" I asked. A valid question, especially when he'd made his proclamation in such an affirmative tone. He tilted his head back, a gesture of laughter, but not a vocal one. He was mocking me, or so it would seem. He was somewhat courteous, not really though, and was cold and disdainful. My question was genuine. I made no disrespect toward the man, so why this show of power? Unless he was proving something to his wife, but then again, why? He shot an incredulous gaze, as if I should know, but hadn't a clue. "You surprise me. Why, I thought for sure you, of all people, would know my reasons. Kane, you were not created yesterday. You've been around for some time now, and yet you act oblivious to what is going on around you. Pity. Maybe it was a mistake inviting you in." "Sir, you confuse me, but I can attempt to enlighten you." In bitter tones, my words invoked a seriousness that could not be denied. His hospitality could use some improvement, and this was my opportunity to offer him a lesson or two. I stood, giving a glance at his wife, who seemed a bit tenser now. Good. My teaching skills were working, even though I had not said a word. It was called body language. "You seem to know all about me, or so you claim, but I think not. Your words have no credence.